Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Dr.Xenogen logging on for my programming tutorial number 2 for C++. So last time I showed you guys the basics of C++ and just compiled the basic program for just Hello World. So this time, let's go a little bit more in depth, shall we? Tutorial cpp-t2.cpp. So let's go a little bit into depth into just writing variables in C++. So variables in C++, you have to pretty much define them before you actually use them. So let's get a little bit in depth, shall we? So first of all, we're going to need to do our include statement. We're going to need to go include IOStream. There we go. Then we're going to use namespace std. So namespace std is going to give us our basic library, and it's going to set up a lot of the other variables ready to go for us. So now that we have done that, let's do our main. Int main. And then we're going to just do our hello world again really quick. So call out hello world, because this at least gives us a foundry or a foundation to work with. /n and end line. I'll go into details about why I did the inline there. Just 1 second. So Control S. Now we're going to need to cd into /cpp. Come on. ls. There we go. Now we're going to do, since I'm running on Linux, we're going to need to do G++. We need to do cpp2 -o and main. Now, because I need to execute it, we're going to do main and hello world. Alrighty, now that we've done our hello world, let's get into depth. So we have 3 main types of variables, or 4 if you consider a bool to be a variable type. We have int. I'm just going to do a equals 14. We have char, or character. B. Make this be this is pretty much your string. And then finally, we have bool of C. Oh. Let's see, 12. Do it. There we go. I'll give myself a little bit of space to work with. So this should work. Let's recompile the program and run it. Now, as you can see, there's no current output. So let's make there be an output for each of these. So your callout, we're going to do variable a. We don't need another callout. What am I doing? We're going to need variable a. We're going to do end line. What this is going to do is it's going to practically print out the variable that we have. Okay, it's not going to practically. It's going to print out the variable for variable A. Variable A, the value is 14. This can be done for each of our other variables as well. So, I cannot type today. I want to fix that beforehand, otherwise I'm going to get a compiler issue, and that's the last thing I want to deal with today. And I'm going to move down the bracket as well while I'm at it. So cout variable B variable B should just give us just the standard string, so we shouldn't have too many issues to deal with. Now we're going to get an issue here in just a moment, and it's not really an issue, but I'll show you why in just a moment. So, okay, we didn't get it because I had the end line. Okay. Let me just remove the inline from both these real quick. I'm going to show you guys what happens, just because if you don't have the space there or the inline, you're going to run into issues where the strings are going to concatenate, or they're going to join together. Variable 14, variable B, there's no space and no line brackets between the two. So to fix that, you add the inline to each one, otherwise you're going to run to the issue that I had just shown. And believe me, I have done that before where I have forgotten to put the inline there at the end, which has caused the strings to pretty much join, which was less than fun. So what we have here is essentially a call out for everything except for our boolean. Now, because we have not done that one yet, let's just simply add the call out line for it. Variable C. Variable C. Finally, we have our inline. Now let's save our work and let's print it out. And there we go. Because the Boolean value has a value of 1 or 0, it's going to print out our 1 instead of true. If it was false, it would be 0. Unless I want to change it to a variable of nil, which would pretty much have there would be no value to print out. So that's the basics on variables. I will probably be doing a mathematics course next for C++ to show how addition, subtraction, concatenation, and conjoining of strings works. Next video. If you guys have any questions about variables or basic values, let me know in the comments below so I know what I should talk about in the next video before I get started into the meat of the tutorial, I guess you could say. Otherwise, this is Dr.Xenogen signing off.